Janice lives on the fourth floor of her apartment building. From her window, she has to tilt her head 52 degrees upwards to see the top of the neighboring building. She has to look down 35 degrees to see the base of the neighboring building. The distance between the buildings is 80 meters. In Part A, we'll calculate the height of the neighboring building. Draw the horizontal line from Janice's eyes to the taller building. She has to look 52 degrees upwards to see the top of the building. This is the angle of elevation. She has to look down 35 degrees to see the base of the building. This is the angle of depression. Now find the height of each triangle. We'll start by solving for m in the top triangle. Use a tangent ratio. Cross multiply. The value of m is approximately 102.4 meters. Now we'll find the value of n in the bottom triangle. Use the tangent ratio. Cross multiply. The value of n is approximately 56 meters. Finally, add the values to get the height of the building. The height of the building is 158.4 meters. Now we'll move on to Part B. What measuring tools could Janice use to obtain the angles and distance between the buildings? The angles of elevation and depression can be measured with a clinometer. The distance between the buildings can be measured with a trundle wheel. Now we'll move on to Part C. Which quantities in this question were direct measurements? Which were indirect measurements? Direct measurements are those made with a measuring tool. The distance between the buildings, the angle of elevation, and the angle of depression are all direct measurements. Indirect measurements are obtained using mathematics rather than an actual measuring tool. The height of the building is an indirect measurement since we use trigonometry on the direct measurements.